Panther Nation podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk, let's chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing. Cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible. Make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football, we discussing it all. On and off the field, you know exactly who to call. You know we the number one podcast. Competition is non-existent, you need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan, pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the call. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast and we poppin', let's go.
QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy Rashad. It's Dave in the building. We are back on Tuesday. What's cracking? This feels like so long ago, man. What's good, Dave?
What's up, man? I'm just here. You know, it's been a. I think it's been a pretty slow week this week. But nah, man, things are good. You know, hope everybody enjoyed their phenomenal weekend. I know it's kind of rough with no football on these streets, but there was some good basketball on these streets. You know, if you was into that.
Yeah. So I mean, is that all you did? You didn't do nothing this weekend?
Not really, man. Like I watched a lot of HBCU sports this weekend. I kind of chilled out. You know, I ain't get too crazy this weekend. I mean, I've been coaching my son's basketball team every Saturday for the last couple weeks. I mean,
bro,
they don't practice.
You got to run in the triangle day. What you got to do?
Nah, I ain't got to run anything. I'll be figuring it out as I go. They don't have practice. They don't practice. But we 2-1.
So you
we
Matt
2-1.
You Matt Rule that joint? No adjustments?
Nah. See, Matt Rule actually tries to plan. He just can't execute anything. I just show up and figure it out as I go. I'll see who the star players are. And I was shorthanded last week when we pulled it out. We won in overtime. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I do what I got to do. Yo, y'all ain't gonna call me Dave Rule. Dave Rule, let me tell you something. Matt Rule never had a winning record. Just want to remind y'all of this. I'm at least gonna walk out 500. I mean, there's only one game left. And I didn't have my star player last week, and I pulled it out. So, you know. But no, it's a bunch of 8 and 10-year-olds, man. Like, it's fun. I mean, goals just got them kids running around. But there's a couple of them with their parents that does take it very seriously. Very, very.
Of course.
Very seriously. Of course. Not that serious, guys.
There's some kids up here, man, that's nice, bro. These middle school kids up here, bro. They nice, man. They nice.
Nah, man, like you talking 3rd to 5th grade, y'all. It ain't that serious. I just want to let y'all know.
Yeah, I know some nice.
I know there's some. I've ran into them. It ain't that serious, guys. Just because your kid's tall now don't mean the kid gonna be tall later. It's not that serious, ladies and gentlemen. Relax.
That's true.
There's about having fun.
I didn't do too much this weekend, man. I did go out. You know, I went out. I was outside Saturday night. I don't never go out, bro. Shout out to the Sigmas of Charlotte. They had a nice little event, little shindig, little all black party. I was out there, you know, shaking a little tail feather. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't get out like that.
I know you don't, man. When you got children, that happens. I can relate.
Yeah, I don't get out like that. That's not my vibe. But it was dope. It was cool. Shout out to the bros. It's cool.
Man.
Anyway. Go ahead.
It was just a chill. Yeah, but this weekend was pretty chill. Like, and I just, relaxed. Started my taxes. Grown man stuff. Started my taxes.
Oh yeah, same.
I got to get it done by the 15th of this month.
Definitely did that too. Got it kicked off to the CPA. You know what I mean? So, yeah. That being said, man, Dave,
you got an accountant, or you got an
absolutely.
Accountant? Oh no, I don't got no accountant, man.
Absolutely.
I understand why you need one though, because I started
doing
joints. It's a lot, bro. Like it's a lot this year. But it's cool. As usual, I gotta pay. Checking a tail feather is crazy.
No fun. Hey man,
did you watch the Pro Bowl games?
Hell no, bro. Come on, man. I'm not watching that. Absolutely not.
That's why I said there was no
Absolutely
football.
not.
That's why I said there was no football. Shout out to Derek Brown though. He out
Man,
here getting wins for the squad.
I saw the highlights, but I'd had zero interest. In fact, so much so that I didn't, and I think it was like this last year, but I had no idea it was actually a flag football game, bro.
It
Like,
is.
when did they do that?
About a year
I'm
or two
not
ago.
watching that. I'm not watching that,
But
man.
you know what the funny thing is? I think that in my heart of hearts, I believe that the NFL wants to get rid of the Pro Bowl. But they can't because y'all keep watching this shit. They can't. As long as y'all watch it, they're going to keep doing it. They're going to probably do the most. They're going to continue to do. No, I know. I'm not either. But they're going to continue to do the most outlandish things until you guys stop watching it. They're not bringing the game back because it was about safety. And it was about safety. I shouldn't do that because it is about safety. Come to players and want to play it because they can get hurt. But like, until you guys stop watching it, we're going to get flag football and skills challenges. And I actually like the skill challenges. I remember when we used to have quarterback club when I was a kid. I actually like the skill challenges. But I'm just not watching that. I'm just not.
I'm not watching none of it. I have zero interest. None. Not a lick. Maybe if it was more Panthers there, I would. But I don't think I've ever. When is the last time I actually watched a legit Pro Bowl? I have no idea.
I think the last time I watched the Pro Bowl was when the Pro Bowl was like after the Super Bowl. Like I think I lost complete interest when they put it in between. And I understand why they put it in between because it's like, all right, you put it in between, but then you don't have the Super Bowl players there. They're not going to play. So it's like, whatever.
Yeah,
but,
I'm cool. I'm cool on that. But yes, they do get bonuses, so I do understand. Yeah, once you're named the Pro Bowl, like there's bonuses and money's tied to it for sure. So I get that. But and yes, they do get paid when they win. Yeah, but
the thing is, I will say this, it was doper when it was in Hawaii. I'll keep it a buck with you. Because and a lot of players used to talk about how they are motivated to win it because the winners get a bigger pot, which covers the trip to Hawaii with the family. So they win to motivate so they don't have to take it out of their normal budget to cover the trip with the family. So
yeah.
But anyway.
It's zero interest, bro. I am not a fan of the Pro Bowl. I had no desire to watch it. I'm cool. Flag football, I'm good. But it is a great point. Ed Cash made that flag football is going to be in the Olympics in 2028.
It's true.
And if that's the case, then yeah.
Well, man, my son played.
They kind of get ahead of the game.
My son played flag football too.
You coach that too?
Nah, I ain't coaching that. I ain't coaching baseball either. I didn't want to coach basketball, to be honest with you. My son stared at me when they were looking for volunteers, and I was peer pressured in by my child.
Somebody had to do it, huh?
Yeah, somebody had to do it.
Somebody had to do it. Dave is literally on the prowl on the sideline because that's all he can do. Because he can't coach.
That. I am not an athlete.
He can't coach. So all he can do is remain positive, man. So I'm
2-1. 2-1, dog. Maybe I'll be 3-1. I don't know who we playing. I know the one that we lost, man. My man was running sets, and I talked to him. I was like, "You must be a coach." Oh yeah, I used to coach East Bonneville High School. I was like, "Oh yeah." I'm out here going up against a coach. Like,
bro, they was running triangle offense on you, dog.
Oh, they were running sets, zones, yo. They were.
And you had no answer for it.
Nah, because my star player wasn't listening to me, man. I had an answer, but my star player wasn't listening. And some of my guys don't want to pass the ball. I got a lot of James Hardens on my squad, man. I got James Hardens that play like Larry Bird with no passing.
Oh man, yo, that's funny. You gotta coach that out of him, man.
Dog, I don't even get the practice. They didn't give me a gym. I didn't have a gym to practice, bro.
Your players have no respect for you, Dave. That's culture. You got a culture problem.
Don't worry, man. You know what happens in the NBA when the players don't respect you, right? They fire you, and they ain't fired me for some reason yet. But
hey, Dave, you got a culture problem on your squad, man. How you gonna fix that?
No, they're gonna fire me, man. They're gonna go tell the owner, and they're gonna get me fired. I mean, that's what they do in the NBA, right?
Bro, you about to get Frank Reich.
That's what happened to my man in the Bucks. Had freaking Doc Rivers as a consultant, and then Doc was like, "Well, if he can't do it, I'll do it." My man out of there with the 30-win record.
My man said, don't lose control of your locker room. You don't have no control of your locker room, Dave. You got cats going rogue.
We ain't even got a
on,
locker
Dave.
room, bro.
You got to get it together, man.
Look, it's only 1 week left, man.
Get it together, dog.
Because my son's gonna be out. The playoff starts on the 17th, but we going to Disney after that. So we,
Well, look at you. How are you gonna coach, Dave? You have zero commitment to your team. You're going to the playoffs, and here you go. Can you delay this trip so that you can at least make a playoff push?
I want to get this Disney trip over
Dave,
with.
that's not how it works. You're supposed to win the championship and then go to Disney. Go during the playoffs.
I will get an
That's
alternate
not how
coach.
It works.
I will get an alternate coach.
Bro, that is not how it works. Dave,
it's gonna work.
Bro. What are you doing, man? That's not how it works.
Listen, man, we got to stay on the prowl, man. I got to stay on the prowl to get my behind the Disney World that weekend. So we out, bro.
God, Dave.
I'm trying to think. Could I still coach that game and still go? No, I can't. No. Flight's too early.
You got to win the chip first, bro.
I ain't gonna win the chip, bro. I've seen some of them other squads.
So what you saying is you don't got no answer to the triangle offense your man was running.
No, the problem is I ain't have no gym to practice with these kids to try to get the answer to triangle offense.
Bro, you got to make it happen, man. Outside concrete courts.
I got Steve Wilkes in the cut, bro. I got Steve Wilkes in the cut, yo. I got Steve Wilkes in the cut.
Come on, man. Come on. Shout out to Mr. Hunky Dory. Says I pay to see Dave with Mickey ears. Come on, Dave.
I'm not paying $50 for no Mickey ears. How much?
You don't gotta get the legit ones, man. Get some off of Amazon or something, bro.
I'm laughing at the fact that you just said you don't have to get the legit ones. That confirms them damn things are $50.
Yeah, they high. Oh, they're not 50, but they high.
Jeez Louise, man. I'm gonna be saying no a lot in Orlando is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, bro,
Daddy, can I have this? No.
Go to Walmart, bro. I always go to the Walmart. They got some not the same stuff, but they have some stuff. Hit that Walmart
these super chats, are disrespectful.
All right, A-Cash said Dave probably think he gonna go one and done in the playoffs. That's why he ain't taking it seriously. Come on, Dave. Come on, man. Dave got Hunger Games. You got the Hunger Games.
Yo, that's why I said these.
Every man for himself in Dave's locker room, man. Come on, Dave.
Yo, man. That's how it is sometimes.
God, come on, man. Shout out to Preston with the popcorn, man. Mom Dukes loves the popcorn. Absolutely. I have 0 bags left. And shout out to homie Vendel, who his daughter, shout out to Layla, is selling Girl Scout cookies right now. And I just demolished some Toastiers.
Oh, nah.
So yeah, we outside, bro. It's snack season out in these streets. You got Girl Scout cookies out here. You got popcorn out in these streets, man. Yeah. Yeah. Loving all that. Loving all this. All the snacks. But all right. Let's go ahead and get into this, Dave. I know we done talked a lot, man. We ain't even got to get to the topics, man. All right, Dave. So here we go. It's been confirmed that Ejiro Evero is now back with most of his staff. They haven't confirmed who is leaving, but they said most of his staff is going to return. We said that this was best case scenario for the Carolina Panthers. Dave, how do you feel now that it is confirmed that Evero is back?
I hope he wants to be there. Because there were reports saying that he did not. And I understand he's under contract. But, man, I just hope that he wants to be there. And maybe him and Canales will mesh, and he wants to be there. Because, look, man, I was disappointed, and I'm pretty sure he was too, that he probably didn't feel like he got a fair shake at the head coaching job. So I hope he wants to be there. I know he can coach defense, so I'm not worried about that. So I love it. I love the fact that he's back. I think this helps my optimism on the team, my cautious optimism on the team. So I'm happy that he's back.
Yeah, I like that EJ's back. Again, I've talked about the multitude of reasons as to why. But EJ, man, he's done a great job with the little. The defense was banged up a lot. You're going to get Shaq Thompson back, which is going to be great. Hopefully, we can finally, knock on wood, see a healthy J.C. Horn for an entire season. Although he did play a lot of games this season, still didn't play a full season, but it'd be good to see him an entire season. And also, it helps build some continuity, just a little bit of continuity on the defensive side of football. We talked about the teams that are most successful in the league are ones that have continuity, right? You keep guys around for a long time. And Evero, while I don't think he's going to be around here for a long time, I do think it gives you some sense of continuity because guess what? When Evero leaves, you can then promote from within, right? He might take some of the guys off his staff with him because that's typically how it works. But if you can promote some of these guys and you keep a guy on the staff that you peg as the next guy and you promote him to defensive coordinator, maybe you can start to keep some guys around here and hopefully build some more continuity. Like just keeping some of the guys in the same scheme around. I think that would be great. But yeah, and then also on top of the fact that now if he does coach his entire year, obviously he's committing to be back. We will get a comp pick if he decides to take a coaching job next year. So that are 2 comp picks, excuse me. So that's important. That is important. I know some people may like, why you want to keep him just because? No, he does a great job, and he's going to eventually earn himself a head coaching job. That's just the reality, bro. So why should I not be happy to be compensated for it?
I think
You know
the
what
best.
So,
There's two best case scenarios. The first best case scenario is that he get a head coaching job at this season, and the second best case scenario is that if he for some reason does not get a coaching job this season, him and Canales has a good relationship and he decides to stick around. Because like I said, there were reports out that he wanted to go out and interview and leave. So
yeah,
I think
but
there's
Dave,
an opportunity, and we know why, right? Because of how everything went.
I don't think I look at that completely different, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But Dave, I look at it like this, bro. Anybody wants to be promoted to get a head coaching job. Like, I would want to leave too, right? I would want to go out there, and I know what the report was. The report was that he could potentially want to leave to take another defensive coordinator job somewhere else. That's what the report said. But at the end of the day, I think Evero seems like a very he seems like a guy that he doesn't seem like he would do that. Like I don't see him as a guy that's like I don't want to be here, man. I'm a lead. Like I don't see him like that, bro. I just don't see it. I think he's gonna stay around. I think he's gonna enjoy this, and I think he's going to end up eventually getting a head. Like basically what he's done here over the past couple of years, or after this year, excuse me, this past season with what he had, bro. Like he did a great job, and I think the better the Panthers get, the more eyes are gonna get on him. I think and maybe that's probably why he wanted to go. Is like, oh, all right, if I go to a different team, that's better, I'll have a better chance to get a job because I'll have more eyes on me. Maybe that's the case, but maybe that kind of Canales, maybe they can get it together, man. I hope so, man.
That's my thing, right? Like I think if they get along and it's a good camaraderie between them two, if he does not get a head coaching job, he might stick around, and that'll be great because then you're going to continue the continuity. You'll still get the comp picks when he does get a head coaching job. The biggest fear I got is that if he decides after the season to leave to be a DC somewhere else, that would suck. I ain't gonna front, but I don't.
Yeah, that would be worst case scenario. Like
that's worst case scenario.
You don't get comp picks for lateral moves, so yeah, that would not be a good thing. But yeah, I'm glad to have him back, man. And I think the defensive players are also glad to have him back as well. So, Brian Burns mentioned in an article, I think that Joe Person or somebody wrote that they want to keep Evero around. They want to keep some continuity, and I think it's great, man. We have got to build some sort of continuity around here, and I think keeping Evero is a start, and hopefully it'll continue, but we'll see. But Dave, here is the rest of the coaching staff. Here's how it shakes out. I did one of these last year, and I had to make some change. No changes on the defensive side of football. Everybody came back for the most part. This is what was listed on the website. So this is all accurate according to the website, right? So you got Canales, obviously a head coach. You got senior. I don't even know if Caldwell's still a senior assistant. I don't know if that's the case.
There was a report saying that he was still on staff. So you take that.
Yeah, he's still on staff in some way, shape, or form, but I don't know if it's technically a senior assistant. Let me double check that while I got it. But Harold Godwin, obviously, which is my favorite hire outside of Canales, obviously. Man, that he's an assistant head coach. Again, got those 2 Super Bowls, and all these Super Bowl things are accurate. So everybody with the Super Bowl beside their Super Bowl icon beside their name, that is factual. I did update those. Let me see. Let me check to see what. Nope. Let me see football staff. Oh, he's not up here like as a senior assistant like he was last time. Oh, yes, he is. Yes, he is. I lied.
So
he is
still
up here.
There.
He's up here, senior assistant, and along with Brian Decker, who's VP of team development. And George Lee is game management coordinator as well, still on the site. Some of these guys, I remember George Lee from last year. And I don't know if Decker's. Let me click his name. Yeah, he was with the team last year as well. So, okay. But yeah, Harold Godwin, assistant head coach, senior assistant for Jim Caldwell. Look at this offensive side. We still got a couple positions open. QB coach and tight end coach are vacant. We need to get those positions filled. I do know that we had interviewed a couple of guys, not for special teams coordinator. Not sure what's up with that. I don't know what's up with assistant special teams coordinator as well. But yeah, man.
Doesn't Canales have 2 Super Bowl rings? He only got 1? No, he wasn't there for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he wasn't. No, he was not there for Tampa Bay. No, he was not there.
So that one's from Seattle. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, but we did interview a couple of guys for the special teams job, and I don't know what's up with that. That seems to be just kind of waiting for that. But yeah, D'Angelo Hall is still around. He's still on the defensive staff. That's pretty dope. I like D'Angelo Hall as well. But some of these guys, man, I think they could be elevated in the future if something happens. And at the end of the day, you still got Dom Capers as a senior defensive assistant as well. So he's still there. Very important. So if something were to happen with Evero, you still got Dom there to kind of help out and help that transition. So that's dope as well. My man, Mr. Jada6 says, whoever is the tight ends coach got their work cut out for them.
I disagree. Absolutely. They probably got the easiest job to do.
Yeah.
You got to have tight ends to be capable. I mean, they got Hurst, but, hopefully Hurst comes back good to go.
Hopefully he's all right. Yeah, that concussion, bro.
Bruh.
I don't know about that.
I was shocked he came back as soon as he did, but,
Yeah. Tabor's gone, bro. They already moved on for Tabor, so
Tabor ain't coming back.
He was probably
y'all
part of
y'all were talking about my basketball team, the Hunger Games. They were living it.
I was living it. He probably gone because of the Hunger Games right along with camping. Both of them dudes up out of here. But Joe Gilbert, Brad Isaac for offensive coordinator, Parmalee for running back coach Robert. We talked about these guys last week, but again, we still got some work to do. And I will update this as these guys get hired. But this is what we're looking like right here. And again, that whole defensive staff, from what we know as of right now, is still together. And again, the way the article read was that we're keeping most of the staff, meaning somebody is probably going to be out. Who that is, we don't know yet because the website has not updated. So we'll keep an eye on that. All right. Anything else you want to add to this, Dave?
Nah, man. We got our coaching staff starting to fill up. So, can't complain.
Yeah, so I've seen the mention of Greg Olsen, the tight ends coach, and I think they have been in contact with Greg Olsen to come on board in some way, shape, or form, but I don't know, man. I just don't see it.
I don't know, like, Fox money, bruh. I know he feels a way about losing the 18 to Tom Brady, but Fox money, bruh.
Yeah,
Fox money, man.
Yeah, that money to be a commentator is different from being a coordinator, bro. I just don't. You got to really
don't have to work
not to say that he doesn't. Not to say that he doesn't love it. Not to say that he wouldn't love it, but that's different, bro. I mean, he's got to put in a lot of effort, for the
commentate. No, I'm not saying it's not a. I'm not saying it's not a hard job. It's not an easy. I'm not saying it's a hard. It's not a. I'm not saying it's an easy job. I'm just saying compared to probably what to be a tight ends coach, I think the hours are probably a little bit different. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so great point here by Bobby Digital. He says Evero is under contract for 2 more years. It's head coach or bust after next season also. So
they can release him out of his contract if
they could, but I'm not doing it. Hey, I ain't doing it, bro. Nope. Even real talk, man. I mean, I hate to say it, bro. I mean, this is gonna sound terrible, bro. Please forgive me for saying this, but these guys are at the end of the day, they're assets, bro. They're assets. Evero is a very, very good defensive coordinator.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Shad. They're assets until they're liabilities.
True.
So, like, because best believe if Evero was out here with bottom 5 defenses, he would be out of the paint immediately. Out of the paint. Comp picks, mocks picks, out of the paint. Don't believe me? Ask me enemy.
True.
Out of the paint.
Got
Gone.
out of here, bro. That's true. It's a good point, though, Dave. Very good point.
let's not do this. Like, I mean, you know, Sean Payton gave him a courtesy for him to come to Carolina because he was on a contract with Denver too.
Right.
Not during Black History Month. Yeah. Clearly, Washington, Chocolate City could care less. Got me out of the paint. Out of the paint.
My bad, yo. I shouldn't have did it on Black History Month. You're right. My bad. But anyway, listen, I love Evero, man. I think he's gonna get a head coaching job somewhere. And until that happens, I think he will remain with the Carolina Panthers. So my bad. All right. So here we go. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to the Patreon members, patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. I did update all the Patreon members, so my bad. I had updated them in a long time. And shout out to all the MVP folks, man. I appreciate. We lost some of y'all. We lost a few Patreon members. That's cool. I get it. But we need some more Patreon members. So if you are want to support the channel, you know, it takes a lot to kind of run this thing. So if you want to support the channel, patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. Go over there and sign up. Shout out to my man Jordan Eaton. He said, "Hey, Shy, man, my name wasn't on the list, bro." He said, You done made the show. You done went on a bunch of times, and my name was not on the appropriate list. So Jordan, there you go. You made the list. My bad. I got you. My bad. All right. And shout out to all the free agents, man. We appreciate y'all as well. Appreciate you. All right, Dave, Underdog Fantasy.
Guys, I have a chance to take home a portion of $220,000.
And I get 10%. That's
what
he said.
You do not.
Hold Dave to it.
No. I said if I win it all, I'll give you 10%. And unfortunately for you, I ain't gonna be able to win it all based on my lineup because I went through all the lineups for both leagues that I'm in. So the reason why I'm winning that money, I got a shot to win that money, is because I made it to the big game playing best ball. So they did a playoff best ball. I started with the squad. You draft your team. You draft teams from all the playoff teams, and then you have to battle in advance. And you keep advancing, you make it to the big game. So in one league, it's me and 399 other teams. Another league is me. It's 2 of my teams and 382 other teams. And I have an opportunity to win a lot of money. And my squads are like one of my squads. I got a shot to at least get a share of first place. I looked at some of them squads, man. There's some squads in there I'm scared of, but you can't win that type of money if you don't go to underdogfantasy.com and use the promo code PNP. There's a lot of opportunities to win some cash, and I had a blast playing it. I was sweating in the championship game. Jared Goff to Jameson Williams touchdown got 2 of my teams in. So we're going to see what happens this weekend, man, for the Super Bowl. So I'm not only like, that's why when we talk about who's going to win the Super Bowl, I'm rooting for players. You know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for Mahomes. I'm rooting for McCaffrey. I'm a little bit rooting for Pacheco. The guy I'm really rooting for is DeJuan Jennings. But Travis Kelce and Rashid Rice can do their thing too. But you also can do pick'ems there, and you still have an opportunity to play some games there during the Super Bowl, do higher and lowers and things of that sort. But once again, go to underdogfantasy.com. Use the promo code PNP. Like I've already cashed in $1,800 from the best ball league so far. And so I got a chance to kind of win some more money. So we're going to see what happens this weekend. Y'all can wish me luck. It's going to be fun. I'll take questions too. If I see questions, I'll answer them.
All right. My bad. I opened up the wrong John.
It's all right. You good.
My bad. Got the wrong.
Right. You got so many slides, bro.
Senior Bowl, bro. Senior Bowl. Y'all know what time it is. We're going to talk about the Senior Bowl. Give me a sec.
Senior Bowl.
Senior Bowl. All right. Senior Bowl. Let's talk about it, Dave. Let's talk about some guys that did a great job out there. They did what they had to do to put their name on the map. And in some cases, a lot of these guys may have increased their stock at the Senior Bowl. One of those guys, Dave. I know you've been pounding the table for it. You've been wanting a guy that's interior offensive lineman, an offensive lineman. Dave, this is a center. He's a center for Oregon. Jackson Powers Johnson, 6'3", 330 pounds, probably a day 2 pick, Dave. Worked his way up into probably maybe a late first round to early second round pick. Man, this guy balled out. He's a versatile offensive lineman. He can play all 3 interior defensive or offensive line positions.
I already like
great. Yeah. He has you're gonna like this even more. He has a chance to be a dominant center, Dave.
Oh, get right, Khalil.
Dominant. And I know some people may be on the fence. They may feel some type of way about Bradley Bozeman. Okay, they saying he may not. I've seen the rumblings on the Twitters and the X's and the internets that Bozeman might not be able to fit Canales' zone run scheme. We've seen that in the past. We talked about how Bozeman is a power run downhill blocker, and that may not vibe with what Canales wants to do. I think Canales will tweak his system to make it fit. But at the end of the day, this guy right here has a chance to be great and anchor the middle of that line for a long, long, long time. Okay. He practiced the first 2 days. And he had probably one of the most dominant performances of the 2 days, bro. He's powerful. He's athletic. Dave, I think if you talk, are
you ready to hop on? Are you ready to hop on this train?
If you talking about 33, I can make a debate.
It's the guy, bro. If he's there,
because he can play guard and center. Even if hypothetically, right, Bozeman, we figure out what to do with him. You bring in Jackson Powers Johnson, and you put him in one of the guard positions until you're ready to move on from Bozeman. And there you go. You got your future plan. And you still have Corbett and Christensen, who are somewhat healthy. And if they go down, you got a rotational guy to back them up. So Dave, this guy he's had a great season, had a great Senior Bowl, and his stock is up. When I say up, Dave, it's up and it's stuck, Dave.
Okay, Cardi.
I'm just saying.
I just know this. I know y'all want a wide receiver, guys. I understand why you want a wide receiver. But this guy sitting here at 33, and he fits what Canales wants to do. Kind of got to take him. He'll start. He ain't got to start at center. He'll start on that line. Day one.
Yeah, just got to keep an eye on him. I think his stock may put him out of reach for the Panthers because I think he could go in the first. So, yeah,
I said, if he's sitting there at 33,
yeah, he had a great, and this is why the Senior Bowl. I mean, some people look at the Senior Bowl like I didn't watch the game. Now, I'm not really a fan of the game. I'm really more so a fan of the practices and seeing what's going on, how these guys perform and stack up against each other, because you're getting guys from all over the country. You're getting HBCU players. You're getting the Power 5 guys, and you're putting them all then they go on one-on-one, and they battling each other. You get to see the cream rise to the top. Pause.
Yeah, you got this game and the Shrine Bowl. Those 2 games, man. There's guys that can show up and show out, and I have a buddy that is a scout. That was a scout for the Shrine Bowl. I'm gonna try to get him on the show to talk about some of the folks that were impressive during the Shrine Bowl.
Shrine Bowl was great too. We'll probably do those probably next week if there's no other topics. We'll talk about the Shrine Bowl, and because there's a couple of guys, I know one wide receiver in particular that's buzzing out there. So we'll talk about
there's a defensive lineman from an HBCU that was the most impressive guy, Sundiana Anderson from Grambling. Bald.
Yeah,
bald at the Shrine Bowl. Bald. Beating up Power 5 guys, bro. Bald.
Yeah. Hey, when you strip away all what's around you and it's just mano y mano, it's different. It's
You'll
different
find
out
out
here, bro.
you're gonna find out who's dogs and not, man.
Different. It's different. But all right, yeah, Jackson Powers Johnson. He had, like somebody said in the chat earlier, man, he's got the perfect offensive lineman name. And I think he could be great. I think he's gonna be like Dave said, plug and play day one, whether you put him at guard or center, right guard or left guard, doesn't matter. You put him in one of them spots, and he's gonna be great. So I think he might be out of reach for us, but we'll see what happens. Let's move on, Dave. Got another offensive lineman, Dominic Pooney. Okay, this guy also 6'5", 320 pounds. Dave, this dude is a monster of an offensive lineman. Again, he's another guy that had a great Senior Bowl. I think he again, if you look at his lineman, he's more of a left tackle than anything. He's got more experience at the left tackle position. But I think he could be very, very solid for a guy for any team.
Play guard.
Play guard last year. Play left guard in position. But again, at his size, I mean, he's tough to move. Tough to move. And even at the Senior Bowl, he took reps at tackle, guard, and center. All right. So he can play all over the place. In team drills, he shows good enough athleticism. He can get up to the second level and block. Complete package. I think he might be a guy. You remember Cole Strange? Everybody remember Cole Strange from last year? Could be a guy that kind of, could be a guy that kind of sneaks up on somebody. Because I got him as a day 3 guy. But if you need like a rotate, for instance, the Carolina Panthers, for example, not too keen on our left tackle position. You getting around 4, and you like, all right, this guy's sitting here. You might want to take a flyer on him. You know what I mean? So I like this kid. I like this kid a lot. He's under the radar right now. I think over this offseason, his stock is going to increase, and he could sneak up on some people. Might sneak in a day 2. I doubt that, but I think he's going to be a very, very good player. I think he's going to be a very good player.
Nah, I'm
Dave,
with you.
any more thoughts on him?
Yeah, a man that could play all 5 positions, particularly on the left hand. Well, play tackle, guard, and center on the left hand side. I can't complain about that. I can't complain about that at all. So, day 3 pick, if we make the decision to go wide receiver early, and maybe we can grab this guy on the day 3, I'm not complaining about that. I just think we need to really consider what our holes are and attack as such. I trust.
So are you saying draft for need?
No, you draft for value, but the value is based on the need, guys. If you ain't fully aware, the value is based on the need. We need
your board. You're right. Your board is going to be skewed towards the need.
Yeah, we need wide receivers. We need offensive linemen. We need edge rushers. Like, those are the needs. Those are the big 3 needs. I mean, you ask some folks, we might need a corner. Depending on what happens in free agency, we may need a linebacker. So, we got a lot of here. Maybe you love it, but not I.
Hey, yo, come on, man. Come on, King Murph. You got to relax, B.
Pause.
King Murph, you got to relax, though. You got to relax,
man. Yo, man. I was going to say something. I'm keeping it to myself. All right. Hey, what's your thoughts, man?
No, I like him. I think later, if you can get him like I said, in the 4th, 5th round, I think I would take a flyer on him in late. You know what I mean? Because we are unsure at our left tackle position. We are unsure, and if you can get a guy like this that can be a swing tackle, I think ideally he would be that Cam Irving guy that you want, a more talented Cam Irving, right?
Yeah, man. All the people you name.
No, I'm saying because Cam, but what you can see,
Cam can play everywhere.
He wasn't great, but he played center, he played guard, and he played tackle for the Carolina Panthers. He didn't play him great, but maybe we can get a guy that can play all of those positions better than Cam Irving. That's what I mean when I'm talking about a guy like Dominic Pooney. But yeah, I think it's, again, great. A lot of potential here. All right, let's move on.
Next
up. All right. Jarvis Brownlee Jr. Dave, this kid, man, he had himself He had a good game too. He had a great practice, and he had himself a really good game. This guy is coming out of nowhere. Very, very good player. Let me see here. What are my notes? I got to pull up my notes on him.
One thing about him, the only concern I have is
he don't got no PFF scores. Is that a concern for you?
No, the concern is the height.
I'm joking.
The height. Him being 5'10".
Well, he's more of a nickel guy. He's more of a nickel than he is an outside corner, right? So that's where he's gonna thrive in the NFL. I like this kid. He's not gonna be top on anybody's list, but I do think he is pushing for a day two role. So I like this kid. I like this kid. Had a very, very good when he lined up in one-on-ones. He was good, very solid, very, very solid guy. Just a guy you can rely upon. So shout out to Jarvis Brownlee, man. Dave, what are your thoughts on the need? Because again, these aren't just Carolina Panthers. I'm just pointing out guys that had great weeks. It has nothing to do with the Panthers. But Dave, what are your thoughts on us potentially taking another cornerback in the draft?
It's got to be late. Like, here's my thing, man. I understand there's a legitimate concern when it comes to injuries to Dante Jackson and J.C. Horn. I get it. I completely understand it. But, we got bigger needs than this position. Bigger needs, man. I'll feel away if we take a cornerback before we took our offensive lineman or a wide receiver or an edge rusher. Like, those three are ahead of the pack over a corner to me. That's just my opinion on it. So I know some folks feel away and they're worried about the injuries, but sorry, guys. I think I trust my defensive coordinator to adjust accordingly because he's shown that he can. I'd rather try to fix other things, other positions. I understand the injury proneness of it all, but I can't in good faith draft another corner when we've invested enough in that position, traded for one, drafted a couple when we got it.
But it still ain't right.
I get it. I get it. We got to protect Bryce Young, bro. We have to protect Bryce Young. And the best way to protect Bryce Young is to get him off, get him some linemen, and get him some weapons. That's the best way to protect Bryce Young. That has to happen first and foremost over this.
So again, I'm just pointing them out.
I know, but for me, it's about folks got to understand that would I like to have this kid? Sure. But not over an offensive lineman or a wide receiver or an edge rusher. No. Not even over a linebacker, keep it a buck. So I can't do it. I gotta hope and pray that Dante Jackson and J.C. Horn shows up healthy on week 1. That's all I can ask for. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. No, so I think again, just going back to Brownlee, when you talk about dogs and Dan Morgan said we need to get some more dogs on this team. This kid, he's got some dog in him. He's a feisty player. He's got no issues in the run support. And I think he's, again, physicality. He has no fear when it comes to getting physical with a wide receiver. And I like it. I like this kid a lot. He does have a little bit of, like Dave said, his height isn't the greatest. He's got a smaller frame, got a little bit of that Dante Jackson in him. And his pause on this, his ball production is a little underwhelming. Super pause on that. He only has five pass breakups in 2023, and he's got 16 total in his career. So that's not a very good. You want to see that a little bit better when it comes to, especially guys that are aggressive as him.
They're comparing to Jamie Robinson.
Yeah, that's fair too. I think that's a fair
comparison. So then I ask you again, why do we draft him?
No, I'm not saying, bro. I'm not saying.
No, Dave, this is to the chat. I'm not you. To the chat.
No. Yeah, I'm not saying. If I put a player up here, it's not to say that we should draft him. I'm just pointing out that he had a good Senior Bowl.
No. I know. I know that, but I looked at the chat and they kept talking about injury prone people, and we just made a comparison. You know, it is true.
But I don't think they're talking about him and specifically him. Could they just be talking about the position in general and the need to get one?
And even if it's a position in general, if the guy was 6'3", 220 that could run a 4.24, I still would take an offensive lineman and a wide receiver and an edge rusher and a linebacker over him. I just would. But anyway, sorry. Got my rant. I know everybody's going to talk about injury proneness. What if the guy's injury prone? Anybody could get hurt. Injuries happen.
my man said some of the stuff I be saying is impossible. Impossible.
Impossible
I need to put that on the shirt.
It's wild.
Is crazy. Impossible is crazy.
Ooh,
maybe
this I know who this guy is. He was on Twitter.
Everywhere.
Dog, because they picked him on a mock draft and they said he was Adam Thielen and everybody lost their mind.
Bro, this dude was everywhere because he absolutely destroyed the Senior Bowl. Like, he had a great Senior Bowl week. Lad McConkey, like, this guy, listen, when it comes to, I always say, I've been saying this ever since I've been doing my draft profiles a while back. Bro, it's two ways you can get open. You can get open with speed, pure speed.
Or route running.
Or you can get out open with route running. Dave, this dude is a route running specialist. What Smitty say? He got a PhD in route running. Mm-hmm. This guy, and that's what has been missing in the Carolinas. So that's why when people said, all right, people are taking him at 33, he's working his way up into the first round, up into the early first round, bro. Because my man can get open, bro. He is nice. He is nice. Now, it ain't perfect. I've watched some film where he, when you get out there and when you put him up against the more physical and athletic cornerbacks in like the SEC, he might get lost in the sauce a little bit. Like, I seen him where he got pretty much, and again, a lot of it is dependent on the quarterback too and where the quarterback's throwing the football. So it's not all him. But bro, this kid is nice, man. This kid is really, really good. And when you talk about, everybody says, oh, Cooper Kupp and Puka, whatever, my man, hey, them cats, bro, they nice route runners, man. You don't have to be the fastest dude in the world. You can get open with route running. And that's what everybody wants to go out there. And that was the biggest debate on X this week was, route run. You need somebody with speed. We got to get more speed. More speed, bro. Speed ain't everything.
Jerry Rice wasn't the fastest guy on earth. Neither is Cooper Kupp. Neither was Wes Welker. But they can run. And Steve Smith was one of the fastest guys on earth. But all of them could run routes. And they could run routes very, very well. Very well. I mean, if you... And Smitty said it in the past. If you know how to run routes, you'll have a job in the NFL forever. Because that's the ultimate equalizer. Route runner is the ultimate equalizer.
Yeah, he's very fluid. This kid is just nice, man. He's nice. And when you get in these Senior Bowl type situations where it's just you mano y mano, I mean, somebody got to step up. And he did that. He dominated, bro. He dominated out there. Dominated. So it's going to be up to a lot of people going to be like, yo, this guy's a reach. This guy's a reach. But fam, I don't know, bro. I don't know. He was nice and is nice. He nice, bro. You got to watch. You got to turn on the film, bro.
What school did Puka go to?
You don't know. I don't know. Nobody knows.
I'm about to find out because I'm curious. I know where Cooper Kupp went to. He went to one in Washington, Eastern Washington, FCS program. But where did Puka go? Puka went, he went to Washington and BYU. Okay,
bro. He's nice, man. Hey, McConkey, quick, and again, quick is different from speed. Right, he's quick, he's decisive, he's got good awareness. Hey, I will liken it to this. I will liken it, and Panthers fans, you'll know exactly where I'm coming from. Every time I watch the Panthers, and I've said this multiple times, so y'all know where I'm going with this. You turn on Greg Olsen, and you watch Greg Olsen, right? You watch Greg Olsen, and this man was always open.
Always open,
Always.
bro.
And I don't know how he got open. He ain't the fastest dude in the world. Matter of fact, he kind of slow. But he was always open.
He knew how to
That's
run
because
routes.
he can run routes and he knows where to be. He knows where to be, and that's Ladd, bro. Ladd knows where to be. He knows how to get open. Bro, I'm telling you, he gonna be special. You gonna look back at him, you gonna be like, man, why did we pass on him? How do we pass on him?
Because we took that offensive lineman from Oregon. That's why.
It was crazy. Is he decent after the catch too? He decent after the catch. You get him on the screen or something like that, and he can create. I mean, he's not the fastest dude in the world, but
he might. Truth be told, he might be the perfect guy for Bryce to keep it a buck.
What? That's what Bryce needs. Bryce is not gonna be that guy that's gonna throw 50-yard bombs at every down. You got to win over the middle, and that's what Canales' scheme. Well, I ain't gonna say what Canales' scheme because he's gonna do what's best for Bryce, and what's best for Bryce is getting guys open quickly and getting rid of the football. And guys like this that can win off the line of scrimmage, bro, that's what you need. That's what you need, bro.
So to keep it a buck, because you know how I felt like when it comes to what we should do with 33, I'm leaning towards offensive linemen. But if you're going to take a wide receiver, this is who you probably got to take. And the reason why you got to take him is because you ain't got to worry about route running. You ain't got to, and this is the guy that can get the ball out of Bryce's hands fast. Because if you just make the decision to take a potential developmental offensive lineman that ain't going to start day one later in the draft, you're going to have to have wide receivers that can get open fast. Because Bryce ain't going to get more than 2 seconds. So this is your guy. So we'll see. Yeah, I'll leave it at that, right? Now, if it's the choice between this guy and the Oregon guy, I'm still probably gonna lean towards the Oregon guy, but that's just me. But if you do decide to go with him, if you do decide to take a wide receiver, this is probably the guy you probably got to take.
Bro, he's nice, man. You're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, man, this kid came out of nowhere. No, he didn't.
So would you take him over the Oregon offensive lineman? Powers Johnson? Dog, I don't know if I could, man.
I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's too early to tell. I don't know. I think okay. So let's put it this way. I think you can get this wide receiver class is so deep, right? It's a deep class. I don't know that you're gonna get too many Oregon offensive linemen, Jackson Powers Thompson. You're not gonna get too many of them. They just don't. So I probably would lean towards an offensive lineman if whether it's Jackson Powers Thompson or somebody. I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough call though. It's a tough call. But
it might be a moot point because the Oregon lineman could be gone in the first.
He could be going.
And then Ladd sitting
which
there,
I think is more likely. More likely than not.
All right.
More likely than not. All right, but that's Ladd, man. Keep an eye on Ladd. Another wide receiver that had a great day, Brendan Rice, the son of the great Jerry Rice. Okay, listen, we know this kid. We've drafted him a couple times. He had a really, really good Senior Bowl. Again, when you look at his numbers, they impressed or they got better and better every year. He's 6'3", 210 pounds. Unlike somebody else who didn't measure up the way we thought he would. I keep seeing his name in the chat, but he ain't the guy y'all thought he was from a measurement standpoint. But I digress.
Come on, Xavier Leggett.
Yeah, it's kind of a problem. But
I only have one important question for Brendan Rice, and this will be my decision point of whether or not I want to go this route or not. Does he run them damn hills that Jerry Rice ran?
I don't know.
We got to find that out, man. That's very important to my decision-making process here.
You got to ask him, man.
Yeah.
Got to ask him.
I need to know. I need to know if he runs them hills every night, every morning. If he runs them hills, then I want him. I know he's going to know how to route. Is he good? I'm assuming he's a good route runner. He's Jerry Rice's son.
Yes.
He better be a good route runner.
He can run routes. All
right.
I don't think he's Ladd, but he can run routes.
He ain't Ladd.
I don't think he's Ladd.
Okay.
He ain't lad. But I think he can absolutely run routes.
He's got the different build though, like 6'3", 210. He could be on the outside.
But we got that on the roster though.
You talking about Mingo?
Mingo.
We can have Mingo and Rice. Rice and Mingo.
That sound like some.
Might call him Mango, and it could be Mango and Rice. That could be the nickname of the wide receiver spot.
That sound like some sort of dinner.
It's a dish, man. Bryce to Rice and Mingo.
But yeah, man. Nah, I like him. I like Brendan Rice. He's got that build. He's got good hands. I think he's smart as well, the same level like Ladd is. I think he's really good, especially when he knows where he is on the field. The toe drag swag be on point. Again, I think he's your prototypical receiver with he got strong frame, elusiveness, physicality after the catch. I think he's solid, man. I think he just a solid wide receiver. I think the route running is good, but it ain't Ladd yet. But I think he tells me
he might not have been running them hills.
He might not. Maybe he ain't got there yet. Maybe he ain't got there yet.
Maybe Jerry couldn't convince him. No, we'll see. But shout out to him, man. It's dope to see. Like, it shows you how old we are because we got to see his dad play and ball out of his mind, and now we're gonna get to see his son play.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, it is dope. That is dope. Will be even doper if he went to the 49ers. That would be fire.
Oh my goodness.
They don't need him, but that'd be crazy if he did.
Man, look, man, the 49ers need whatever the hell they want. They don't care about whether or not they need something or not.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next?
Yeah, man. So let's keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Who's next? Ooh.
Tyler Guyton, Dave. Another rather large individual. Pause. 6'7", 328 pounds. Massive individual. And I've seen some people say, "Oh, we don't have the reason why our tackles aren't that good is because they don't fit the ideal size for a tackle. Our tackles are a little bit shorter on the shorter side, in that 6'4" range. Some of the great tackles are in that 6'7", 6'6", 6'5" and up. You know what I mean? So this could be a guy again. If you're thinking about second round, I think you could pick him up. Some people got him as a first round pick too, but I think he may have climbed up further into that round one scale based off his performance at the Senior Bowl. He's athletic. He's got good length, good flexibility. He's winning his one-on-one battles. I like this kid a lot. Again, played most of his snaps at at Oklahoma at the right tackle position. Panthers don't necessarily need a right tackle, but Dave, anybody needing a right tackle could definitely nab one here late in the first, early second round. Dave, what you think?
Yeah, this is a big boy, man. I always think about it from Panthers' perspective. This isn't a pick that we probably would go after. I could argue it with Moton and the contract situation, but it ain't really necessary. I think he's going to be a starter in this league, and I think if the right team gets him, it'll be great for him. It looks like he did take a crack out left tackle, and it's clear that he can only probably play one side. I don't know if I would put him on the left side at all.
Yeah, he took it. Man, I think he might have done an emergency situation. I don't know those situations where he got to play left tackle, but yeah, he looks like to be more of a pure right tackle.
He's a pure right.
Yeah.
No guard opportunity, so it's pretty clear you got to keep him on the outside. Yeah. So he doesn't have the same versatility as some of the other guys that we've discussed today.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I think that, this kid, again, he's got the perfect build, to be a good offensive lineman, a right tackle, or a tackle in general in this league. So, again, I got an early second, probably going to work his way to the first once the combine season and, the pro days and all that stuff happens. So, yeah. So, shout out to Tyler Guyton. All right, next up, we got Dylan Lobb. Go with Lobb, Dave.
I roll with Lobb. I should know this. He played for New Hampshire.
he did play for New Hampshire, but Dylan Lobb, we'll go with Lobb.
Yeah.
All right.
He's legit too.
5'10", 207 pounds. Yes, this kid is what we call nice. Okay. Went to New Hampshire. He's very, very good. Okay. He took a lot of wide receiver snaps at the Senior Bowl and wide receiver reps, and he was straight cooking dudes. So you know what happens when we put a guy like this on the screen. You're gonna get immediate, especially with this fan base. You're gonna get immediate comparisons to Christian McCaffrey, and that's what's happened. This young man has even said he's watched Christian McCaffrey, some of his film, some of his high school film and college film. So he's modeling his game after Christian McCaffrey. And I just want to highlight, if you look at that 2003 group of stats on this career stats, Dave,
Sure.
read that bottom line for me.
708 receiving yards.
708 receiving yards to add to his 745 rushing yards. Yeah, he liked that.
Oh yeah, he is. I've seen
like
New Hampshire play a few times this year. He is like that guy.
He's fast. I think he's gonna be a day 3 pick just because of the nature of the position. Nobody's really investing in running backs like that unless you're like top tier. And I don't think he's in that group of guys. But bro,
the versatility is gonna have him day 3.
Yeah, this kid is good, man. Top level, wide receiver production. Again, he's running routes out the backfield and at wide receiver. He's got really good, reliable hands we've seen some unreliable hands at running back before. Shout out Chua, gotten better. But he's done a great job with his hands. Pause. He's got good power. And he is shifty than a mug too. Very shifty. Again, he really looks really like Christian McCaffrey. Honestly, when you turn on the film, it looks like him.
But the other thing you got to take into consideration, and I'm shocked you didn't say this. Last 2 years, man, he had at least 250 touches, close to 250 touches each year. 2022, he had almost 300 touches, 245 carries, 49 catches. Like he was like on the cusp of 300 touches. So that shows durability.
That too.
That shows durability. Now, so from that perspective, I like this kid. He can play. I've seen games, because I watch a lot of FCS. So, yeah, he can play, man. And he's in the CAA, which is one of is arguably the toughest conference on the East Coast in FCS. So
what did he do to T?
We ain't playing yet. We ain't playing yet.
Oh, I'm about to say, bro.
We don't like this. Right now there's 16 football teams in the conference, so we don't play everybody every year.
Gotcha.
So we haven't played New Hampshire. We didn't play New Hampshire we ain't played New Hampshire last season. North Carolina Central did last year.
What he do to them?
He did pretty well with them. Yeah, we gotta look it up. But they played them last year.
I gotta see what Dylan did against Central, bro. Did he light Central up?
I'm about to see. Now you got me curious.
I gotta see, bro. I gotta see now. I gotta see it.
Now you got me wondering.
I gotta see it, Dave. What did he do to Central, bro?
Yo, we're so trash, yo.
Let me see what he did to Central, dog. I don't see it.
Nah, he played against Central. Let me see.
Last year or year before last?
2022. I'm pulling it up right now. I'm pulling it. 2022. Actually, Central did all right against him, man. 10 carries, 44. 10 carries, 44 yards. 5 catches, 60. Now he got 100 all-purpose yards, and he got 2 kick returns off. So 5 catches, 66 yards. 10 carries, 44 yards. 2 kick returns for 45 yards. Central won that game, crazy enough, too, on the road. But I mean, he only got 15 touches in that game, though, unfortunately. So, but he got over 100 all-purpose
Central,
yards.
Man. Shout out to Central shutting out a future NFL star and Dylan Lobb. A lube. How do you, whatever?
Yeah, don't ask me, dude. Don't ask me, bro.
My bad. Anyway,
for his sake, I hope it ain't lube. I'll tell you that. I hope it ain't lube for his sake.
Oh man, shout out to my man Dylan, bro.
There you go. Dylan. There you go.
Dylan.
Dylan.
Shout out to Dylan. Again, I got him going to day 3. Day 3, between 4th and 7th round pick, somewhere in there.
Would you be fine drafting him if he's there late?
Probably like maybe the 5th or the 6th.
Okay.
It depends.
I'm just curious.
Who else is there. It depends who else is there. Depends who else is there. All right. Next up, we got Roman Wilson. Roman Wilson, again, another very, very, very good performer at the Senior Bowl, man. This kid out of Michigan, shout out to the national champion, Michigan Wolverines, had a great Senior Bowl performance. I mean, he's not gonna be the biggest guy in the world. Not gonna be again, he's fast though. Very, very fast. He can separate. Again, we just talked about Ladd and how he can separate with route running. Roman can separate with speed. He's speed, bro. I think he's probably gonna be in the day 2, probably 3rd round, but he's got really good quickness, and he definitely helped himself at the Senior Bowl. He is nice. When I say he's like that for real. You got that day? You got the soundbite day? He's like that for real.
He's like that for real.
He is.
Where's my buttons at? There we go.
Stop, I'm really like that for real. Better ask somebody. Stop playing with me. For real.
He had a very good Senior Bowl. Very good Senior Bowl, man. But yeah, man. Any thoughts on him, Dave? And again, another kind of slot shifty guy. What you think?
We must need it's interesting that a lot of the guys that are coming, that all the wide receivers are pretty much slot guys, with the exception of Rice, right? That we've pulled up so far.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, Ladd. I think Ladd can play everywhere, but that's just me.
Yeah. Okay. Nah, I mean, another slot guy. Round 3. If we decided to get a receiver in round 3, wouldn't be mad at this. You think Ladd can play everywhere? I got to go back to what you just said.
Yeah, Ladd. I think Ladd can. I think he's got to put on some weight.
That's why. That's the key, right?
He's got to get stronger. Yeah,
he's got to get stronger.
But I think he can and eventually will.
Okay. But now I'm another shifty guy. Like I said, if we decide to take a wide receiver early and not offensive lineman early, we got to have somebody that can get that Bryce can throw it too quickly, that can get open. So yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see about Roman. So
all right, but yeah, very, very good Senior Bowl. I think he definitely made himself some money at the Senior Bowl. So shout out to Roman. He was killing. He was killing dudes out there, lighting cats up at practice, bro. It ain't pretty. It ain't pretty. All right. Again, 6 foot 192. That's. I mean, he's not the smallest guy in the world, but still. All right. Let's move on. My man Brandon Fisk, Florida State. Go Noles. This guy is. I've seen him dominate games. He had a monster game against Louisville, and he kind of just. And that was the last game we played. Well, that we did play in the. We played Georgia, but I don't think he played in that game. Fisk was a monster against Louisville. He just wrecked the entire game. And I've seen some people say that, and I didn't watch the game, so I'm just repeating what other people said, that Brandon Fisk was the MVP of the game. Yeah, I mean, that's how great he was. He had, when you look at the game, in the game itself, he had a sack, numerous stops in the backfield, consistent pressure on the offense. I mean, he's not going to be the strongest guy in the world, but where he wins is speed. He gets off the ball quick, and once he gets off the ball, you kind of where'd he go? Like that's how fast he is, bro. So man, I think Fisk definitely could, when he plays in the 6'5", 297. Again, he's not going to be your typical like nose tackle, but he can be a pass rushing, deep interior guy. He is nice. He's going to be a problem. He's going to be a problem. I think I got him round 3 right now, but he could definitely end up making it in round 2, depending on how rest of the how he tested the combine, all that good stuff, and pro days. But yeah, man, super fast. I like him a lot. Shout out to Fisk. Dave, any thoughts on interior defensive lineman?
We have to look into this only because of the fact we got to get DB. Well, I don't want to think about life after DB because we should re-sign him and extend him now. But we got to start thinking about this position. So We're only going to need one of those guys to start. We can always have a rotation. But nah, I like this kid, man. I mean, he was on that Florida State defense that was freaking ridiculous. So I can't complain about this at all.
Shout out to Curse and Fist. Them dudes is nice, man. We got a lot of guys to replace. But yeah, man, Fisk is nice. Very, very nice. He's gonna be a problem. He's definitely gonna be a problem.
I agree.
All right, keeping it moving. We got another cornerback, Quentin Mitchell. Quentin Mitchell also made himself some money. Quentin Mitchell is a problem. And again, very good vision in zone, good route recognition. He's got good play speed. I think this kid is nice. He definitely made himself some money. And I don't think I updated his draft projection, but I think he could probably go in the second or first. Quentin Mitchell. That's how he made himself a lot of money.
Wow, bro.
He made himself some money. Yeah, I didn't update it.
No, but I'm just what you just said.
Yeah, he's nice. He's nice.
He's nice. PFF bro. Grade is nice too. 91.
Yeah, he's nice, bro. He's nice. He is nice.
Definitely can play on the outside too, which is good.
Yeah.
He's 6 feet tall. Yeah. Somebody said he's going to go round 1. Wow.
Yeah. I didn't update. That's my apologies. I didn't.
No, it's fine. But I'm just looking at the chat and I'm like, oof, wow.
Yeah. He's like that. He's like that. I just didn't update his numbers. That's my fault because I was copying and pasting the slides. So
I got the invite at the combine. But man.
Yeah. From Toledo. Yeah, he's gonna run it's rumored that he's gonna run a 4.3.
He runs 4.3. He's round 1 immediately.
My man had 4 interceptions in one game. He nice. He definitely gonna be a round 1 dude. I didn't update his
4 picks, bro.
4 picks in one game, bro. Like why you even throwing at this dude?
Man.
And, yep. Went to the Senior Bowl and locked dudes up. Like, look at this dude's eyes, man. He looked crazy, bro. Like, this dude looked like he possessed, bro. He got dog in him. You ain't got to turn on the film. You could just see at him. You just look into his eyes, bro. You could see it in him. It's crazy.
4 picks in a game is wild. Yo.
It's up. He's probably going to go in the first, bro.
Oh, my goodness. Dan Morgan eyes is hilarious.
He definitely got the Dan Morgan eyes for sure.
He does, yo.
For sure, bro. Dude got dog in him, but yeah,
got the
I don't think he'll be around when we get there. But I could. Hey, he nice.
He ain't gonna be there. He gonna be gone by the time 33 hits. You had me sold at 4 picks a game, and he's gonna be gone day 1. Who's next? Another guy we can't take.
Keep it moving. Javon Bullard. This is a safety. A safety out of Georgia. I got him projected going in round 2. He also had a great Senior Bowl. I think he had himself a pick in the game, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this kid is nice. This kid is nice too. Kind of went a little bit under the radar being on that Georgia defense. He's been a 3-year starter, which is kind of crazy on a 2-time national championship squad, and nobody really talks about him like that. That's really weird. But he had came in under the radar. But again, he's very smart. He's got experience, very versatile. He's probably going to be more of a nickel safety. He's not going to be locked in at safety. He'll probably drop him a nickel and play there too. But yeah, I think and Kirby Smart has praised his leadership as well. This kid is nice. Like this kid is really good. He's really, really good and underrated. And I think he's going to go in the second round, probably late second round. But he's good. He's good.
You look like you're talking trash. You look like you're talking trash.
Yeah, talking trash to somebody, ain't he?
He definitely is. Yeah,
talking trash to somebody.
Yeah,
Dave, any thoughts on Panthers in a safety? Not necessarily him, just in general.
I don't think we should. With the draft capital we have, we can't take a safety in this draft, bro. I think you can supplement that position in free agency easier than probably any other position. Maybe outside of running back. So, nah, I don't think we need to draft another. I don't think we're gonna draft no safeties. And that's not a detriment, and that's not a negative thing on him. It's just the reality of I just don't see us drafting no safety in this draft. So, and everybody's like, you can't gain picks at the cost of losing picks in future drafts. I'm done with this, man. We gotta take our medicine this season. We gotta take our medicine this year. That's my opinion on it.
Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean? What do you mean in regards to can't gain picks?
Some Ghost Daddy asks, you can't gain picks in the draft. I mean, other than moving back,
Trade back.
you
Yeah.
can trade back. But I kind of don't want to be honest with you. If I keep it a buck, I don't want to trade back. I don't want to trade back.
Well, it depends. If you got multiple options there, like if you looking at and you staring at 3 or 4 guys you would take, why not trade back and get some more? Because bro, you saw there was mad dudes. There's mad guys you can take between the second and third round. Like and I know Fitter not here anymore, but he called that the money. Those are the money rounds. Like those are where you're gonna get. There's a lot of talent built up in the second and third rounds where you can find it. So you just need multiple picks. But I mean, if you have conviction in the guy, absolutely take him. But if you got 4 or 5 dudes sitting there that's on your board, why not trade back and still get one and probably get multiple?
Potentially. My biggest fear is I just don't. After what happened with all the damn trades that he did the first time, and then we traded our first round pick this time, I kind of just want to just get our picks and keep it moving, bro. That's just me.
Nah, you still gotta be strategic about it. Just because somebody else, it's a whole new regime. Just because the previous regime effed it up doesn't mean that this one is. You know what I mean? So
Fair enough.
And I respect their if they decide that they're not gonna do any trades, cool. But if they want to get some more guys, and at the end of the day, that's what it really. When you talk about building a team, you can't build everything through free agency. You got to be able to build through the draft. So if it's going to take multiple guys, then sure. But I don't. It just
I'm with you. I get it. It all depends. I get it. Trading up's out of the question, though, bro. Unless you're trading up late in the later rounds. I won't have an issue if we do it in the later rounds. I have no interest in trading up into the first round. Or I don't know if I would want to trade back into the second, to be honest with you.
Well, trading up in the first, and I'm just talking devil's advocate here. Trading up and back into the first comes with its benefits, right? Because you get a guy for the 50-year option, right? So if there is a guy there that you would deem that you project having a 50-year option on, I get it. I don't know how much you would be giving up to. I mean, you're talking about one pick, and I don't know how valuable. Maybe you throw on like a 6 or something like that to move back. I don't know, bro. I don't know how it's gonna work, but.
I don't have an issue trading back. My issue is trading up. I don't want to trade up under any circumstances early.
You can't.
I don't want to.
What you mean early? What you mean early?
I don't want to trade back into the first round. I don't want to trade back into the second. That's if you see somebody at the bottom of the third and there's an opportunity to trade back into the third round, I'm cool with that. But I don't want to trade back up into the second. I don't want to trade back up into the first. I'm cool if we're gonna trade back, but I don't want to risk losing the top 2 picks in the following draft. Is my point. And I think we don't even have the second round pick in 2025. If I remember correctly.
I think we got all the 2025 picks.
I thought we gave up one of them for the Chicago trade. Let me double check that. I could be wrong though.
I think we got all of our.
All right, so that's the case.
Let's see.
No, we do not.
We don't?
No, we don't have the second round pick.
You're right.
We don't have the second round pick in 2025.
You're correct. We don't. You're absolutely right. My bad.
No, that's all right. there's some things I remember. I don't remember everything. But, it'd be nice if there was a way to get that pick back, but it is what it is.
There is.
There's ways, but yeah, there's ways.
Trading back. You can't have it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it too, Dave. Trading back could potentially get you that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
but if we get a second round pick from next year off of it, you know what that means, right? That means we must have 10 people that we want because we're gonna fall pretty loud in that draft to get that second round pick, bruh.
Maybe you never know. The thirst be real out there sometimes, man. Some teams be wilding. But
All right.
but all right, let's move. I think. Oh yeah, last one, Peyton Wilson. We talked about Peyton Wilson a lot prior to this to the Senior Bowl, and he had another great performance out there. Peyton Wilson, 6'4", 238 pounds, a little bit slender, but when he's
Outside linebacker at 3-4.
yeah,
No.
not really. I mean, it's tough with him. It's tough. It's tough with him. I think you can put him on the interior as well. I think he's got good enough sideline to sideline speed. He's good in coverage, so I don't think he's going to be an outside edge. I I don't know, bro. He's going to be all over the place. I think he can be all. You can move him around. I don't know. I don't know, man.
How's this? Do you know how good he can cover?
Yeah, he's got good coverage. Good cover skills.
Okay.
Good cover skills.
Okay. Second round.
Yeah, a lot of guys in the second round, bro.
Oh my God, man.
A lot of guys in the second
Should
round.
have picked some good guys that are like that was fourth.
Well,
But
these guys had the great days, man. I can't control who has the good days.
I know. But shout out to him, North Carolina State product. He got the eyes too. He got the eyes too, man. Oh, he's a North Carolina wrestler too. That means he knows leverage. Knows leverage.
Probably why he good in coverage.
Yeah, absolutely. Some folks are talking about that 40 time. I'm curious to see how that's gonna go.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be the fastest guy in the world. I don't think he's gonna be the fastest guy in the world, bro. But again, when you talk about the positive, I mean, he's good side. I think he's athletic enough, good instincts. He has had a lot of injuries in the past, even going back to high school. So that's multiple knee injuries, a shoulder injury. So I think that may contribute to his fall if he has one. But I think I think he projects more like Louvu because Louvu can play inside and edge. I think he's kind of that hybrid. You know what I mean? Maybe like a very, very poor man's Dollar Tree version of Micah Parsons. You know what I mean? Or a Leighton Vander or something like that. You know what I mean? So I think we do have a need. Like, listen, you gotta start thinking about life after Shaq. You know what I mean? And Shaq is getting up there.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, we keeping Louvu. I hope. If we don't keep Louvu, I think you really need to start thinking about this guy. I think that if you don't keep Louvu, his name skyrockets.
I mean, you got to hope he falls. I can't take a linebacker before we take a lineman or a wide receiver, bro. You know that, and I know that. I can't do it. The first 2 rounds is about Bryce Young. The first 2 picks are about Bryce Young, yo. That's how I feel about this draft. I like this kid though, but it just sucks that there's no way we can get him. Keeping Louvu sounds easy on paper though, but I don't think it's gonna be as easy as we think it's gonna be. We'll see.
We'll see. It's gonna be tough. I think he's definitely gonna once he hits that more open market, bro, he's gonna definitely have some.
We're gonna have to pay.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, man. But
What's
I think
next?
that was my last guy. That was my last.
That was it?
I know. Yeah, that was it. And I know there's gonna be a couple of guys. Oh no, Xavier Legette. Nah, bro. Like he had a rough.
He had a rough day, huh?
First of all, he's not 6'3", right? He came in measured like 6'1".
Oh, they lie. Well, they always lie about the measurables.
Yeah,
bro.
they do. But that was kind of egregious, man. Yeah, I mean that's kind of
well, look, bro.
Kind of
everybody. They all do it. They all do it.
Pearsall had a good. I'm not doing stock down per se. I think Pearsall definitely had a great. I couldn't get everybody, to be honest with you, but yeah, Pearsall had a great game, a great day, or great week. Excuse me. Who else had a good day? There's a couple of guys that Spencer Rattler had a good week. Who Who else?
Quarter for South Carolina?
Yeah, he had a good week.
Okay.
Theo Johnson, the tight end from Penn State, he had a good week. The edge rusher out of Penn State, Adisa Isaac, he had a good day as well. There's a lot of guys. I can't get through everybody. We'll be here all night. But there's a lot of guys that had good weeks. You know what I mean? So Johnny Wilson, yeah, I love Johnny Wilson. There's a couple of guys that also the corner from Penn State, King, he didn't have a good week. Leggett, he didn't have a necessarily great. I think he was up and down. Leggett. Tez Walker had a rough week. Yep. There's some guys that I read somewhere that Tez had like 10 drops.
That's not good.
He had
folks were high on him too.
Let me see if I can find that joint.
Folks were high on Mr. Walker.
He had adding up to almost 10 drops in 3 days of drills.
That's a lot.
Before the game. And it resulted in 3 drops in the game. And on top of that, they said during the game he couldn't create any separation. Yeah. Yeah, bro. No good. No bueno. So Tez, Leggett, I think.
And speaking of North Carolina, they just lost to Clemson in Chapel Hill. Whew, what an upset.
They beat Duke.
They get it.
Yeah,
I'm talking about basketball.
They beat Duke, though.
They beat Duke, but they lost to unranked Clemson.
Hangover, bro.
Dog. But anyway, so Tez had a rough day in the office. Oof.
Yeah, a couple of guys had some rough days at the office, man. Some rough days at the office, bro. But yeah, I think Tez could be a guy that could have a dramatic fall in the draft, and maybe you get him super late. You know what I mean? He could be one of those guys that just needs that. You know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see, bro. But yeah, it's a lot of good names out there. I gotta go through the Shrine Bowl, probably look at that again and see if there's some other names out there. Look at those practices, see what's good. But yeah, it's a lot. Draft season is upon us. It's full go. I don't know if I'm gonna do any prospect videos, man. It takes a lot of time to do those, and there's so many of them. I don't know if I can knock them out. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, man. I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I don't have a lot of time either, so we'll see. But anyway, Dave, anything else?
Nah, man, I'm good. We got a pretty good time for the show. It's draft season, like you said. You know, this was kind of anticlimactic for us since we ain't got a first round pick, but you know, there's still gonna be some good prospects sitting there with the third pick if we decide to go that route. I will definitely reach out to my guys and try to get them on. So instead of you going through a prospect video, we can get some guys that knows these players, particularly on the FCS side and certain conferences, because I got some connects that I can definitely get some folks on the show and we can go that route. So you ain't got to kill yourself trying to do all that, do them videos. So, but all right.
All right, we getting up out of here, man. We'll see y'all next week. Or Dave, you trying to live stream during the Super Bowl? Somebody asked.
No.
Dave gonna be lit.
I'm gonna be lit. I'm gonna be sweating. Pause. And you know, it's Sunday, bro. I ain't trying to do all that. Not doing commercials and stuff. Nah, I'm good. This is gonna be a pretty chill Super Bowl, to be honest with you, for me. I really don't have no dog in the fight. We can do picks though. We already know who the hell you picking.
I'm a Swiftie.
Kansas City.
Swiftie.
Yeah, you out here Swiftian, being a Swiftie.
Yeah, we outside, man. I'm not cheering for Christian McCaffrey.
No, I am. I'm cheering for Christian. I'm cheering for Juwan Jennings.
Activated.
Juwan Jennings, Christian McCaffrey. Those are my top 2 cheers. Patrick Mahomes, Rashid Rice, and Travis Kelce. In that order. And you know, I don't want Brock Purdy to be out here being a game changer, because then that means he's gonna get more fantasy points than Mahomes. That's problematic for my cause. Pacheco's cool too, but you know, because I got 2 lineups where I have just McCaffrey and Pacheco left. So if it becomes like a run only type of affair with no passing yards, I might have a legitimate shot to take home some pretty good dough. But we'll see. We'll see.
Hater mode activated.
Yes, you
Go
are.
Mahomes, Kelsey.
I mean,
Taylor.
Mahomes is already a Hall of Famer. I mean, at that, if he takes home a 3rd Super Bowl title, he's in a different rarefied air of that Hall of Fame.
Hater mode. I'm proud. I'm embracing the hate, bro. Hate. Yes.
Bro, real talk. If Sam
Hater
Darnold
mode activated.
if Sam Darnold walks out with a Super Bowl ring, oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. You want to
I
talk
ain't cheering none of them.
You want to talk about a come up. Dog, my man went from seeing ghosts to seeing rings. Dog. You want to talk about a come up. Bruh. How you know CMC didn't ask to leave? You assuming. You are assuming, ladies and gentlemen, sir. Y'all be until we interviewed Steve Smith, y'all didn't know he asked for a trade too. So it's all about perspective. You assuming that he didn't ask to get out of there. That's an assumption.
They said dude's a kid that does nothing for A. That's funny.
No, I mean not Darnold contributed. Darnold had a start this year for San Francisco. He contributed. Don't do that to Sam Darnold. That ain't fair to Sam. I know y'all were mad when we traded for him, but
I don't cheer for nobody once they leave. Once you leave Charlotte and the vicinities of the Carolinas, I ain't cheering.
But some of it wasn't their fault.
Well, I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care.
Bro, I don't care.
We gotta find out. Are there any former Panthers on the Chiefs? I don't know if there is or not. There's some HBCU ties in both of these teams.
Their kicker, Bucker.
Oh yeah, Harrison Bucker. So why aren't you going gung-ho for Harrison Bucker? That wasn't his fault either. Dumbass out here drafting him and trading him away, letting him go. Talking about, we're gonna trade one. We're gonna trade one. End up letting the freaking all-pro kicker go. Dog, that was fireable. Yo, man, y'all really hate Sam Darnold. I remember when folks was trying to hark themselves over the Sam Darnold situation. But anyway.
Oh, Shy is over there too.
Shy Smith, in Kansas City?
That is crazy if he get a ring, bro. That would be wild. I think that's more wild than anything else, than anybody else.
Nah, I mean, considering what happened with Wilkes, I think Wilkes, Darnold getting the ring is probably wilder. Shy is wild though. So a Panther's gonna walk out. A Panther's gonna walk out with a ring.
A Panther, yeah, for sure.
At least one Panther will walk out with a ring.
At least one. Yep. That's crazy. I'm hating. Keith Taylor over there too? Nah, hold up, man.
Now you gotta validate. You gotta verify.
I like Keith Taylor though. I like Keith Taylor. He's a chief. He's definitely a chief, bruh.
I know the Chiefs got a player from Howard on their team, and San Fran's got Hargrove from South Carolina State.
I did not know Keith Taylor was on the Chiefs, bro. Now I ain't even gonna watch.
You're like, I can't watch neither one of them.
A tie. I'm hoping for a tie.
Oh God, dog! They ain't no tie. You know, just like I do. There ain't no ties in the playoffs, bro.
I know.
No ties in the playoffs. Jermaine Carter was there, but he did get let go. I do remember that. Jermaine Carter was there. Look at you now. You're really conflicted.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, Amir's punching the air.
I'm definitely still Chiefs. Go Chiefs, Swifties.
Like I said, yep. Josh Williams from Fayetteville State. He's on the Chiefs too.
Josh, and that takes it over the top. Josh from 2-6. I'm rolling with Josh.
Yeah, so we'll see.
But all right,
should be good. It should be a good game, though. It should be a good game. Super Bowl should be good. Super Bowl should be good. All I ask for a good game. I don't need a blowout. Last thing I need is a blowout.
All right. With that said, man, we'll holler at y'all. We'll see y'all. Maybe some more huddles coming up. You never know. Never know. Hit that notification bell. Hit that like button, subscribe button. We're like 120 something folks away from 22,000. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. We're gonna get out of here. We'll holler at y'all. Peace.
Peace.